Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dr. Jessica Kennedy. I've been working on the centre documentation part of the CDIP project for the last 12 months. Now, hopefully, as you hopefully be aware, that we go live on March the 1st. Now, this is going to have a period of adjustment for you all, but how do we make March the 1st as easy as possible with minimal disruption for you on your ward rounds and your day-to-day activities? Because unfortunately, we cannot close the door to the hospital to allow adjustment time for this, and so your workload is going to continue. So as you can see here, I have the new medical CPV that will be available to you on March the 1st, open up. And this is a test patient that I've opened up, and when you open it up, it should default to the CPV. You'll still have your blue menu bar here, which you can hide if you like, and you'll have the admission, ward care, and discharge and transfer CPVs up the top. Now, the first thing to do, you will be struck by a file that probably doesn't have a lot of information in it. First thing, if you want to use contextual view to make it easier to document and see information at the same time, scroll down to the bottom and see the text components and move them into contextual view. Like this. Okay, that will then hold the next time you open this page. Scroll back up to the top. You will see that the goals of care that you've previously entered for the patient will be visible because this links you back to the usual goals of care plan that we know. The other things that will be as normal in this page will be the documents. This was where you'll be able to see previous notes for the patient. Your allergies will be the same. Your medications will be the same. Fortunately for this patient, there's been a home medications done and an admission medication reconciliation. The orders, this is a different view of the orders page. Your observations of the patient will be here. In addition to pathology results, reports, and medical imaging, this patient is a test patient, so doesn't have anything, but using these headings to hyperlink back to the usual view that you're used to is possible and will remain. So, the first thing is if this patient has not had an admission done through this CPV, in order to set yourself up for success and to the discharge summary, go to the documents component and go to the change filter. Take it away from all documentation because it might have quite a lot of notes there, and go admission and medical progress note documentation. This should then hopefully pull up all your previous notes for that patient. Click on the admission note. As you can see here, we can just, at the moment, copy, Control-C, and paste that into here, save that. Go to your history of presenting complaint and do the same thing. Okay, this will set you up for your discharge summary. The rest you can probably leave on the admission CPV for the moment. Then move to your ward care CPV. So as you can now see, we will have our reason for presentation from the admission. The other thing to do, if you know about the discharge planning for the patient, you know where they're intended to go home, open up this form and just click they're supposed to go home, and perhaps they're still medically unstable, which is why they're not going anywhere. Save that. Now the problems list. So there'll be no information in the problems list if this has not been added. In order to get on with your ward round, you want to be able to put this into the issues list. So what you need to do is just click on the problems list here. And you can actually do this before March the 1st and it will start to populate your issues list. So pull up here, put in your diagnosis. So this might be asthma. And this will pull up our diagnostic search, and we just might say acute asthma would be fine. And you can say that that is your principal diagnosis, final, go OK and add new. Add the next problem you've been dealing with your patient. So that might be, maybe they've got pneumonia as well. Press enter, it'll bring up our search. Because it's gone contains, if we go starts with, press enter again, we can just go pneumonia here. If we know, for example, a certain location, we can say right lower zone, put this as an appropriate diagnosis, final, click OK. All right, so there all of a sudden we have 2 of our issues that we want to be able to put in our issues list. Navigate back to your medical CPV. Refresh the page, and these will be present here on your problem list. Then you can proceed to documenting your ward round. Document your progress to date, whatever the patient slept well, perhaps. You examine the patient, chest, wheeze, where, what kind, etc. You get the idea. You will see your observations here. You can go back and see any of the other investigation you need as mentioned. Make sure you save that. Remove what you don't need. We will be working to get that removed, but it's proving difficult. Acute asthma, you can say continue, pred, etc. ABX, etc. Whichever, write your usual notes underneath there. If there is particular information from your previous ward round notes, if you have this documents filter set onto medical progress notes, you'll be able to see these issues. And what you will be able to do is tag that into these boxes if you need to, into the relevant box, obviously, to help you out for the first day. Save that, pop your plan in here, hopefully more than CCMX, not even CCMX, CMMX. There we go. And for that point of view, if that's all you need to do to get by on the first day, that's all you need to do. Go to your medical ward round note, open up the template, pop in your author details, you select who was on the ward round, put in your team member names, check that everything has come through, delete anything that you don't need there. You will see the two problems here. We'll see the issues have come through with the text underneath and our plan. We've got our barriers to discharge and we've got our resuscitation status there. If you haven't needed to put any changes to home medication, you can just remove that, sign and submit. Put your unit in here. So we're now post, well, this was a pre-CDIP patient test. You put your unit, gen med, etc. in here, sign it, ward round notes are done. You can put your problems in before, you can start putting in your past medical history now. The bang for the buck won't be there now. However, it potentially will help you on March the 1st. So some of you may go through and pre-prepare your ward round notes the night before with particular issues. You can try and start doing that by adding them in as problems, which will greatly improve your efficiency. Good luck, and we'll be around to support you.